Not everybody can handle it when I say how bullish I am for Cardano. So in the start of this video, I'm going to say that I'm thrilled. I am so ecstatic about what I think is getting ready to happen with Cardano. And if you agree with that sentiment, please hit that like button. I know 99% of you agree with that. Hit the like button for me as we jump into this video. And this chart, I'm going to intertwine into this video. We're not going to dig into the charts in this video, but this chart, as it pertains to this video that I did in May 2021, and if many of you think I'm just always so bullish on Cardano, wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. Cardano at $1.52 at the time, but it really does bring together all of the things that we're looking at, starting with the big Cardano news. Happy St. Valentine's Day. We are pleased to report that the Valentine upgrade support for Plutus SECP cryptographic primitives is now live on the Cardano mainnets. Interoperability is key for blockchain growth. As more dApps are built on Cardano, it is essential that they're not siloed to just one ecosystem, enabling users to interact with different blockchains and access a wider range of services. Isn't that always a concern in terms of Cardano being siloed? Better word, maybe in this context, secluded. Not because Cardano's bad, but maybe because development has been a little bit slower for certain things, such as this upgrade, but also secluded because a lot of people in crypto don't like Cardano. A lot of the mass media news outlets in crypto, they don't give Cardano a fair shot, right? So in many ways, it is secluded in that regard. So things like this, interoperability coming into play, it's not very talked about today. And this is huge news. I really think this is extremely big. All the other moving parts that we have going on that are stepping stones for Cardano to grow and to scale and to build, this is very important. Native support for SECP now fosters cross-chain interoperability while ensuring the highest level of security. With the Cardano Valentine upgrade, developers can now easily create cross-chain dApps that are secure, reliable, and cost-effective. It's like highways opening up. Highways opening up for users to come on board Cardano. Now, security was mentioned here, and I think it really is, from what I was reading, a really big key part of this upgrade. And I'll put a link in the description if any of you are interested in reading. A lot of it kind of over my head. I'll say that. But I'll put a link in the description going over in full detail what's going on here with this upgrade. But a big deal. Interoperability, cross-chain, highways opening up. That's what I'm talking about. This is what we want to see at this stage of this cycle. Now, here's the second piece of the news, and then we're going to talk about how this video I did in May 2021 kind of ties it all together, for me at least. And this is what we're looking at. Slowly but steadily, Cardano broke out of the shackles of the 2022 bear market. And I like that, because if we actually do look at the charts, what have we been saying from a technical analysis perspective? This move right here was a pivot point for me. This was a huge indicator for me. I've been waiting for. We've been tracking the whole bear market, this 20-week moving average. So the article stating it's out of the shackles of the 2022 bear market, that has a deeper meaning to me, not just because 2022 is over, but because of indicators being hit, in my opinion. According to a tweet by Sentiment, whale transactions on the network have swelled up since the start of February 2023, clocking an average of 1,700 daily transactions. Let's check this out. The amount of whale transactions happening on ADA has seen a massive, I'm guessing, spike since the start of February. There is suddenly an average of approximately 1,700 transactions per day valued at 100,000 or more. This is an enormous uptick from approximate 300 $100,000 transactions, $100,000 plus transactions per day that were happening throughout January. And look, this is the graph. So you see this huge uptick in these transactions. What's so notable for me, if we zoom in, green is the price, you see green there, is just when this is happening, this dip that we've kind of been in for the last few weeks or so, couple weeks, and this uptick of transactions that you see here. Now, that's a very big indicator, because we have this on-chain metrics, we have whales doing what they're doing while we're doing our technical analysis, and we're talking about the pivot point. This is a weekly, but we're talking about the pivot point happening right now. While all this is happening with these transactions, things, for me, these things are coming together to be extremely bullish. And yes, I am thrilled about it. Since the FTX collapse on November 9th, whale and shark addresses holding 10,000 to 10 million ADA have accumulated 659 million ADA, which equates to $235 million. This turnaround coming from the key stakeholders of Cardano, is a nice sign. Key stakeholders of Cardano, you gotta admire those Cardano whales, everybody. So, I mean, foundational to this data, right? Here's what I found interesting about this article. Bad sign, dormant coins continue sitting. I know I have this tendency to oftentimes find something bearish, especially even with technical analysis. We talk about dips, how they can be bearish, high or low, you know, on the macro, high or low reversals and all of this. And I don't do it because I'm just trying to offer hopium. I do it because I genuinely see on a deeper level the bullish side of the story, because there is that bullish side of the story. If there wasn't, I wouldn't talk about it. I would just read it like, okay, we got to suck this one up. But there's something else happening. That's why Cardano oftentimes is the case. That's why I'm so bullish. 6 months ago, the average amount of time coins sat in an address was 267 days. That number has ballooned to 407 days as circulation continues to struggle. So 6 months ago, the average amount of time coins sat in an address was 267 days. And now it's 407 days, right? After 6 months. So what that says to me is people are holding their Cardano. But the biggest thing is, if we dig into the reason why they're holding, it's because they don't mind holding. And that is just a direct reflection. And it's also because they're comfortable holding. It's a direct reflection of the consensus mechanism, the staking mechanism that we have on Cardano. And you see the ticker at the bottom of my screen, stake with CCV. We've been doing this for years, right? We've been all taking part in this consensus mechanism and kind of adding to the decentralization of Cardano. And the fact that while that's happening and it works so well, it's liquid and you're not locking anything in and you have full custody of your ADA when you're doing it. This is why, you know, the coins are sitting in ADA. We're in the middle of a bear market where we're actually in this shift now happening and people are holding on to their ADA. And it makes complete sense to me. So I don't think it's a bad sign. I really don't think that's a bad sign at all, but I wanted to mention that. So all of this to say, if we go over here to this video, I'm not going to show a clip or anything, but this was just pointed out to me on Twitter. Someone just took a snapshot and was like, wow, this is crazy. And this was May 2021. And I was discussing $1.50 at $1.52 ADA bear market potential. And I'm not showing this to pat myself on the back or anything, but do you see this purple? This was, I don't know what chart this was. It looks like it would be a weekly, but all of this purple, it didn't happen exactly, but it came so close to pretty much happening. We went to a new high. Obviously, you can see ADA touching $3. And then you look at this bear market, this is what it looked like. And I was sitting there, not chilling Cardano. I was being bullish on Cardano as always, but we're discussing downside. It's what I do on this channel. But that purple, this is why right now I'm even more bullish. This purple happened, and the worst really is, in my opinion, this is just how I see the charts, everybody. The worst really is over. And it's all on this weekly chart on ADA. We just lived through all of this. While I'm sitting here in this pivot point, while I'm sitting here talking about new upgrades that bring interoperability to Cardano, and we're talking about ADA whales just accumulating and all these transactions and all this happening while we're in this pivot point from bear to bull. And it could be rocky. It could be volatile. There could be very big dips along the U-turn that we're all looking for. And there's no guarantee there ever will be a U-turn. We have to keep that in mind, right? There's always potential. And I always say this, crypto could go to zero. And that's always just on my mind. Like something crazy could happen. And that's something we all have to just kind of internally figure out ourselves, how we want to react and handle that possibility. But things have been playing out so consistent. And if you've been watching my YouTube channel, you know that this is true. This has happened because this is what we've been waiting for to happen. And that excites me, not because we know what's going to happen next, but because things are consistent and things are on track from what I see. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below about all of these things, everybody. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.